I'm going to address a couple things that have been coming up about this whole presidential election, alright? Meanwhile, I am going to dry shave as I usually do with this little pansy pink razor. It's the only one that I have right now. My electric razor is funny because it's not working the way it should be. And this is what I'm going to use. So, now, my wife always asks me to shave, and you know, she prefers a smooth, hairless face, you know, like I'm some kind of chihuahua or something, like a bald chihuahua. But you know, then she gets involved with how I do the shaving and why don't I use something, and I'm just basically because I learned to do it without, you know, water, and I just do a dry shave. You know, it hurts, but anyhow, listen up on this whole issue with the election. Okay, there's a couple questions, right? Whether or not this election is valid. I'm going to make it valid. I'm going to make sure it's valid, and I'm also going to do an entire video about government systems. Just to let you know where I stand, my knowledgeability on government, okay? So you're not dealing with any fool here. Mama didn't raise no fool. Okay? As it stands, Evolution Channel, who is not connected with me, okay? So I don't want to keep hearing that crap. Evolution is not connected with Peter-Appleseed. Not connected. Okay? He has set this up independently. Alright, and I don't want to hear that anymore. You watch this video and you find out. Okay? He is not connected with my candidacy, nor is he connected with anybody else's candidacy. Okay? And I believe that he's for real. But I also believe that the skeptics should make sure that he doesn't have to be the only one to monitor this election. He never was intended to be the only one monitoring the election. It is monitored by the general public. Okay, now that I've settled that score, okay, the record is straight. The whole idea of the presidency has come into question. People are saying, why do we need a president of Utubia? You know what? I get the sense that more people just accept that we're going to have a democracy. You know, getting around by the neck is the hardest because with the dry shave, I mean, it's like, ah! The thing with the presidency is I feel it's really going to be inevitable. So you might as well face up to it now and don't procrastinate. I mean, this is serious business. It's not that my presidency is guaranteed. I hear a lot of other people who may be jumping into the race, and it's going to be a tough fight, you know, and I expected that. I really expected that. So, you know, as for the people that can't even get on the bandwagon, that are doubting that we need a presidency, well, listen, we have a de facto presidency going on. We have de facto leadership. We have unofficial leadership. Listen, for the sake of YouTube, for the sake of community, we need to have official leadership. Gabish? Let me just state that again in case nobody understands it. I'm going to make it very clearly to the people that have foggy notions about community or about how a large group is supposed to run. We need official, democratically elected leadership. And it doesn't just have to do with one individual. That's impossible. Nobody said that the presidency was an island, okay? Because no man is an island. The presidency will be interconnected with a series of checks and balances, departments that are all serving the community. They will have their specific function, but the central head, the central basic organizing unit is going to be around the presidency. That is the presidency's obligation. That is the presidency's duty. Now, having said that, I understand what the job entails, and I'm ready to do that. And I'm going to stick by that. Now, what about my candidacy itself? Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, I am prepared for attack. none of my videos or my channel itself is guaranteed to exist for any given time. If I am somehow attacked, banished, removed, then you know why it happened. You know that the enemies have come out of the woodwork. But I'm prepared to deal with that. And I suggest that anybody who is thinking of running, who is thinking of becoming the president, you better deal with it the same way. Because you're going to get attacked, and you're going to get attacked hard. Make sure you got your dukes up, make sure you got your defenses, okay? You got to have your defenses. You got to get some thick skin before you jump into this battle. As Arjun said, and he took his video down, war. One of the functions of the presidency is going to defend us against attacks from outside sites, from government intrusion, from unfair influence, cheaters and haters, spammers, people that are going to send in any kind of viruses, any kind of personal attacks, any kind of harassment, and anything that encroaches into the real physical lives of people will be dealt with through the presidential office. And I will have interconnections with all legal entities. All of that will be developed. It's almost like a homeland security. It will be unified and the presidency will coordinate it. That is the job of the presidency. Now, if you don't have the know-how, if you don't have any sense of this, don't run for presidency. This is to be taken very seriously. Can't have any wimps coming in there, any mamby-pamby, you know, bleeding hearts, whatever. You gotta do the job, handle it the way it's gotta be handled. Now, as far as I am worried about any personal attacks in the physical world, like I've been hearing from some other people, you know, I never met a man that I was afraid of, nor a woman. Well, actually women I'm afraid of. But I never met a man that I couldn't take down in like 5 seconds flat. And the bigger you are, the harder you fall. Ow! You want to try mystery out? Bring it on. Okay? I learned from the best. Not only do I know martial arts, Tai Chi, meditation, yoga, advanced yoga, and I'm going to show you some of my poses because I advocate that a president should also have physical abilities and should be in good physical health. For my age, I'm in damn good health. And I think that that has to be a role model for the people, especially the younger people that come into YouTube. And yes, I'm talking to you kids out there. There needs to be a physical role model, like a Jack LaLanne, an Arnold Schwarzenegger almost. I'll be back.
I'll be back.
But the thing is, I'm not afraid of nobody. What kind of a president are you looking to have? You looking for a president that's going to fold under pressure? You looking for a president that's going to have any fear? You looking for a president that can't figure out his ass from his elbow? No. You're going to have to get a guy or a woman who is strong, who has courage, and most importantly, which is not found in the real world today, you're going to have to get someone with a brain who can think. My IQ is off the charts. So, I recommend that whatever president you look into, whatever president you highly consider, needs to have a brain. And don't look to the Wizard of Oz for a brain, because you got one already. And make sure it's functional. Now, having said that, to the ladies, that I keep saying he or she, presidency, I am not a woman, so I don't really have the obligation to speak for women that are running for a presidential candidate. I have heard that some of them may be running, and I'm not going to name any names. For my running mate, for a vice presidential candidate, I will be selecting a woman. I've already made a long list, so word to the wise, if you think you're on the long list, contact me ASAP. I'm looking for a fair fight. I am looking for a public, democratic fight. And I'm going to tell you, this is video sharing at its best. This is reality at its best.